Hello and welcome to Hearts of Iron 4 Waking the Tiger DLC and the 1.5 expansion that goes with it. With this, we are going to be playing a new game. And this time, although Waking the Tiger does focus on mostly the Asian nations, and it makes stuff like fighting and playing in the China area with, say, Communist China, Japan, and a lot of the warlords around there, a lot more interesting, there is a new thing, and that is you can play as Germany and kick out Hitler. And then, for instance, bring the Kaiser back and have a monarchy and reform Imperial Germany, which we're gonna do, because that sounds fun. Playing an alternate timeline Germany where you kick Hitler out seems like a lot of fun. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna go single player, new game, 36 because 39, I think you have to have Hitler. I think you've blocked off the other tree. And also 39 is boring. 39 star is just, war straight away, and it's historical. And I hate playing this game and playing very historical. I like doing alternate history, so we're going to play the German Reich. Hello there, Hitler. And we will have historical focuses off because it is fun to have that off. I really enjoy, I know some people like playing history every time, the same history, and seeing how they could change it. I prefer seeing these alternate timelines where you get like a fascist Soviet Union and a communist British Raj and a monarchist United States. That's not a thing, but it's fun to see. So we're going to dive in, we're going to start, and let's see how this goes. Right, so of course, as the German Reich, which will just be like a monarchy Germany, like the Kaiser Reich soon, we have bitter loser. We are very sad about the loss of the Great War, so we have ideology drift defense, so we can't really be swayed as much. Not that that really matters. Yeah, it doesn't tend to do that. General Staff, the German General Staff was amazing. I'll probably talk about them at some point, but for now, Division, Organization, and Planning Speed. And then we also have Mephobills. Mephobills were promissory notes created by the Hajalmarsh, I know how to pronounce that, but created by the government to enable the government to fund rearmament, acting through the balance sheet entity Metallurgisch Forsch... Acting through an entity to hide the rearmament from the French and British eyes. These bills must be extended for 3-month periods, or the recipients will have to be paid when they fail. Basically, it's like you're taking a loan from people, and you're saying, we're going to give you a lot of money if you buy these bills, but we can just keep the money for as long as we want, until we fail to renew the bills. So, effectively, you've borrowed money off people. We are going to select the national focus, and this is going to be the pretty big change. Notice how the Rhineland tree here, which is, militarize the Rhineland, Anti-Comintern Pact, Anschluss, all this sort of very historical stuff that you know, there is an option, oppose Hitler. You have to pick one or the other. So, all this history, we're not doing. We're playing historical from the very start, because we are going to pick oppose Hitler straight away. The fascist supporters will start a civil war. It's a strong start, but we're going to do it. So, it'll take 70 days, then the German Reich will have a civil war. It'll form into 2 entities, and one of them will then be able to bring back the Kaiser. If you look down here, there is Return of the Kaiser being like the king. The Kaiser was thrown out, Kaiser Wilhelm, after the First World War because people were mad that they lost. So I think this is meant to be kind of that July 20th plot, backed up by a lot of the German General Staff being like, yeah, Hitler's a bit too dangerous, let's kick him out. In terms of technologies, we've got 4 slots, as per usual. Basic machine tools, construction 1. We will stay with mobile warfare, so we'll get delay. And then for our last one, we'll get machine guns. Normally I'd go for research buff, but because we're going into war straight away, I want the machine guns. So, also, by the way, if you do play as the countries over here, there is some awesome new music in Waking the Tiger, which is really cool. But, for now, let's focus on this. So, I want to make sure... How do I get the boats? Is it Shift or Alt? There we go, Control. I want to bring you all over to here, because what I do not want is my navy being split apart when there's a civil war, because they'll get picked off. Production. make sure you're all being made over here. Auto just means, oh, spread them around the world, which is not helpful. And then we'll want more support equipment and more artillery, because you always do. They're just too good. And we'll probably want more motorized, and... do we even want light tanks? Because we'll probably end up switching them for mediums. Yeah, we'll get one for now. Everything else is good. Free civilian factories. Ooh. The choices, the choices, the choices. Yeah, what we'll probably want is more civilian factories. Even though we are going to war straight away, I think that the strong choice here is to just get more civilian factories so that we can build it. Because there's a lot of infrastructure to be built. We've still got a lot of stuff to do, so getting civilian factories will help. I'll build them over here. Because I'm pretty sure that this is going to be the half we're going to play as when there's a civil war going on. Insufficient resources. We need oil. Because we always do. We're Germany. We always need oil. There is a mission later, or like decisions later, that allow us to try and get colonial possessions, which would give us some oil access, which is historically how Britain got its oil. We are going to ask we could ask the Soviet Union for oil. They are nearby. Yeah, we'll ask the Soviet Union. And then rubber, we'll ask the Dutch East Indies. And then basic training, we want infantry, panzers, motorized. Kind of tempted to say we should get some cavalry as well. Just because of the movement speed, and because early game, they're going to be really useful because they don't take the same equipment. Yeah. And so I'll probably like build 2 of those, build infinite of those, build 2 at the same time, build infinite of those, but only 1 because we don't have the equipment for it. And then 4 infantry units. Okay. And we'll set Hanover as the destination. And then... I guess we put you all in 1 unit for now. And get you to do a garrison area order. Garrison our country for the upcoming civil war. I'll unpause while we do this, actually. Maybe we'll like garrison the center so we're reactive to anything that happens. There we go. Right. Now, you might notice that there are some major changes. For instance, up here, there is no national unity. That is gone. Instead, we've got stability and war support. You'll also notice that we have command power here. These are all new. So, national unity is gone. Just completely gone. What we have instead is stability, which acts a bit like national unity, but not as powerful. And it kind of averages out at 50%. If you're below that, you have some minor penalties. If you are above that, you have buffs. So right now we've got buffs to factory, dockyard, consumer goods, and political power, and ruling party popularity due to our stability. Then you have war support. And war support is actually kind of a cool mechanic. I really dig war support in that you have low war support, say Britain in 1936. Was really stable but had low war support, which is why they didn't really want to get involved. And you take a war support penalty when you attack someone because, you know, people are like, it's an offensive war, why should we support this? Whereas if you're defending, you have high war support because someone's attacking you. People are like, oh, quick, we must defend our homeland. So it actually allows you to get a bonus, and it helps make sure that, say, the Allies don't just attack Germany to be like, hey, you should not be fighting people being evil and Nazis. No, we're going to declare war on you. So, for instance, you know, when Germany attacks Czechoslovakia, they won't interfere or be less likely to, because historically they're like, hey, we'd have to attack you. This isn't defensive war. This is just attacking you. That's just, you know, not our thing. And that, you know, is the game trying to make that mechanically a thing. So they would wait until they get declared war on, or, you know, a friend of theirs got declared war on and they got involved because a friend, which is counts as a defensive war. Which, you know, is kind of nice. because it's a nice way to try and mirror what historically happened in a game mechanic. But it's not forcing historical events to happen, it's just forcing, the way that the world played out at that time. Okay, so that's on its way. I think we can fast forward now that everything is kind of in motion. So command power is a new thing that allows you to do a number of interesting things. Like if we put a general in charge of this, we'd have some abilities. Also notice that we've got a special thing here, which is like an army group. We'll get to that when we actually have a civil war. Command power can be spent on a few things. It can be spent to have like a special short-term buff for an army to do with attacking, defending, planning speed, or anything else you unlock later. It can also be used to upgrade generals. You can have perks, and instead of them just getting traits, they get the ability to unlock the trait, and then you have to then buy the trait with command power. You can also spend it to do a few other things, like you can send a observer. So if we... There we go, send an attaché. Sending an attaché will result in high military cooperation, gives benefit of developing our strength, blah, 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 blah. It will give them 2% organization buff, because you're effectively helping them a little bit. But it gives you a small amount of experience from observing any wars they get into. So anytime there is a fight, they've obviously United Kingdom, for instance, this would be a terrible example. You choose someone like China or Japan, which historically everybody did. Like loads of people sent, military observers because they were fighting and they wanted to learn about fighting, basically. We can get experience by watching someone else fight. So instead of having to wait for war and be like, we've got no army experience, we've got to wait for a war, you can actually start to reform your military by observing other people's wars, which is kind of cool. We've also got a new thing called decisions. So, these are things that happen, and you can spend political power to do them. Notice that there's things like improve workers' conditions, which decreases your factory output, but does increase your weekly stability, and consumer good factories, blah, 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 blah. You can also have anti-democratic raids to try and reduce, I think it's actually increased the popularity of daily democracy support. Oh, no, it's not a raid on people who are anti-democratic. It's a raid on Democrats. Yes, so it suppresses democracy. That's the thing. Promises of peace. History has taught us the horrors of war. We must never let it happen again. It's time for our nation to know peace and prosperity. You gain weekly stability. So all of this up here tends to be focused on events and decisions. We also have down here one related to our thing, our MEFO bills. MEFO, I don't know what it's MEFO. I'm going to call it a MEFO or a MEFO bill. I'm going to change around interchangeably. But basically, we can renew this or we can let them lapse and become due. So, if we have not selected this within 50 days, remove national spirit to the MEFO bill, we get 20 political power cost, so that's going to cost us 20, and we gain MEFO bill payments, which grants consumer good factories 20% for 60 days. That's painful. 20% consumer good factories. It's only for 60 days. So provided we do that in not a time of war, not as bad, but if we select it, issue a 3-month extension for the MEFO bill to go into effect upon the due date of the current batch of MEFO bills. The cost of each extension will progressively increase until war breaks out, at which point reliance on MEFO bills is removed and payment is delayed until after the war's conclusion. If selected, the following benefit will happen in 50 days. Modify MEFO bills by daily political power cost. So right now, we have MEFO bills minus 0.2 political power. So we're losing political power because of this. Which is fine. We get a lot from Adolf Hitler, and we get a lot from some stability. We're going to be kicking Adolf Hitler out soon, but oh well. It's a shame. We kind of really should keep him for a while and then kick him out, because we can use him for the political power early on. But I think that for the theme of this episode, we're just going to kick him out straight away. Now, I believe if we select this, the next time around the MEFO bills become renewed, instead of being 0.2 cost, it'll be a 0.25 cost. But we do keep this, which is consumer goods factories minus 20, which is giving us a lot of industrial might that we might not otherwise have. We'll probably keep it until after our Civil War. Oh, that said, we could just chuck it right now, because we are going to have a Civil War, and I think later on it will cost us more to renew. I don't know, we'll use it for now. We'll use it for now. I think this political power cost is minus 20 if we get rid of it now, but it will go up. For now, we'll select it and we'll keep it going. That doesn't actually cost us any influence to enact that. Normally they do. Normally they cost you, 50, 100, etc., 154 propaganda. Doing pretty well at opposing Hitler. I know we've gone 15 minutes without much really happening. It's been like 2 months in game. Not even 2 months in game at this point. Also, we will probably want to grab all of our aircraft and do, this is a really cool thing, right-click. And notice that now we've got this thing here. What is it? It's like, oh my god, there's air wings, there's transport aircraft, there's fighters, there's support aircraft. This means that you don't need to just move your aircraft from airbase to airbase to airbase and change where they're going every time that you move your army up. You can attach them to the army, and the aircraft will automatically pick where to take off from and where to attack to support that army, which is great. I absolutely love that change. That's a brilliant change. It used to be really annoying to do aircraft, and I kind of ignored them a lot of the time because they were just annoying. But that's great. I love that change. Such a nice one. There we go. We are opposing Hitler. Wehrmacht officers challenge Hitler. The Wehrmacht is basically the armed forces. It's Luftwaffe, army. Can't remember what the army is, and the navy. Latent dissatisfaction with Hitler's rule has come to a head with the current crisis caused by the administration's move to remilitarize the Rhineland. A number of Wehrmacht generals have rallied behind the well-known Field Marshal August von Mackelsen, who has put in motion plans aimed at deposing Hitler and to remove the Nazi Party from Germany. With a split in the German High Command becoming clearly apparent, even abroad, foreign powers have elected not to protest against the remilitarization. More concerned with the growing internal German instability, the aging Field Marshal has moved quickly, already establishing a provisional government, to which scores have flocked in their opposition to the Nazi government. The military coup is already well on its way. Purge this nasty scum. True, Nazi scum. So base stability goes down 25%. We also then get August von Mackelsen, non-aligned party, Great War Hero, which means we get war support, we get stability, we get division attack on core territory, and division defense on core territory, which is nice. And there we go. German military junta and German Reich. So they are bigger, but luckily I don't see their units, so we might have a chance to move here. Which brings us... Ooh, 39 units. Not bad. To one of the bigger changes. Yeah, you are green, which is army groups. So, I'm going to go over this in a second because I believe I have some food that I need to get. There we go. Right, so army groups.
All right.
Let's get our two armies. Let's give them generals. So for you, I will give you... Notice that there's a load of new stuff with generals. We'll talk about this in a bit. We want to give you Rommel. Rommel's a level 4 general, but more importantly, look at those stats. That is attack, that is defense, that is planning speed, and that's supply. So, you know, your ability to find supplies, save up supplies. You've got a 4-4-2-3. That's pretty good. And you've got a lot of perks. War Hero, Reckless, Media Personality. Oh, that's a bad one. Armor Officer, Trickster, and click to assign a new trait. Ooh. Notice how this glows. Means we can go down here and look, we've got this big tree. These are all the little perks you can get and you can buy, and there's, you know, a tree to be able to get them. So you need to say, we've got Trickster, we can now get Guerrilla Fighter. Entrenchment speed plus 25%. It will cost us 15 red phone, which is our command power. We're going to do that. And then for you... Oh god, you've got mostly green people. Good luck! You're going to have fun. We could go for you. Promotion cost, planning speed, drop, armor. You don't have any armor. Promotion cost, infantry experience factor, reckless, commando, new trait. But you're only a 2 defense. You're a 4 defense. What are you? Cautious, war hero, brilliant strategist. Ooh. Brilliant strategist, armor officer, trickster, engineer. You're in. Less attack, pretty good. I don't think we'll be able to afford whatever trait you want, because we've only got 11. That's cost 15. Yeah, so these traits cost 15. We can't afford it. We can get Fortress Buster, Scavenger, Guerrilla Fighter, and then we can put them into an army group. So, notice how this unit is now an army group. That's now an army group, and the army group has 2, which is 2 armies to it. And then we can put something in charge. That's to be a Field Marshal. So let's put, Old Guard. Experience gain is down. Organization loss of moving. Max Entrenchment. Those are pretty good. Armor. Only less about armor. And a new trait to pick. I'm going to say we go for you, even though you do have the experience loss. Because that entrenchment is going to be really helpful. So yeah, let's get Gerd von Rundstedt. Now, you might be like, okay, what do you do now? Do you just put like a line here and a line here? And do what you normally do for your front lines. Make 2 front... No, we don't need to make 2 front lines. We just take you. And bam. Look how it's set 2 front lines for me for each of the armies. I believe you're in the south, which is actually how I wanted it. Sweet. You're in the north. And look at this little line here. This line has words on it. Here we go. 39 divisions, Army Group 1. So we're going to call this the Military Junta Force instead of Army Group 1. Mostly because Army Group 1 is just really boring. And then notice how that is technically a army group front line, and it's split it into 2 front lines for each army. So I don't have to set the armies up and then have them split apart and things go wrong. They will just go there and do that by themselves. And we can also set up attacks. So we could set up a front line, say, here. Oh, not front line. I didn't mean to do that. Whoopsie. Luckily that didn't do anything. Cool. I'm in an offensive line. Here... because I want to try and split this off from this. So if we can force the Germans to, you know, get trapped down here, that'd be great. In fact, I might even... like that. Okay. I'm going to tell you to go straight away. I'm going to tell you to be really aggressive about it because I really want them to push. And this here, notice that we've got Force Attack, Last Stand, and Staff Officer Plan. These are things that you can spend command power on to get temporary buffs. And notice that if you read the description, they do, you know, that's offense and breakthrough, that's defense and entrenchment, and this is planning speed. Those are expensive, this one's cheap. I might actually use this one, it's tempting, but I actually kind of want to give you that perk that you've got sitting around. You all should probably just... I can't give you to an army group. I think you have to be, like, specifically selected on an army, yeah. Put a few of you on there as well, then. Right. No national focus. We can't pick secure the new state because we don't have a new state. We're still in civil war. Can't go Rhineland. We could do army innovation. We could do 4-year plan for the infrastructure and stuff. We could do... yeah, that's about it. Choices. Oh, Navy rearmament. That's a fair choice. Army innovations leads us to treaty with the USSR. So I think we'll do that one. Because we get some research buffs there. Alright, let's unpause. Germany embroiled a civil war, a sudden Wehrmacht coup, led by the famed Field Marshal August von Mackensen, has triggered a civil war in Germany early this morning. Fascists, royalists and Democrats alike have taken up arms against their former countrymen, and military units have been removed from the border to see to the internal threat. The fascists, under orders of Hitler, have already vowed to destroy the nation rather than see it fall to treasonous Germans. There's no turning back. By the way, we have the most fantastic moustache. August von Mackensen has the most amazing moustache. It's glorious. Truly glorious. Alright, here we go. You can see the Germans. Right. Got to try and split them up as fast as possible.
Alright.
You stop them moving.
Vorwärts, Männer!
Keep going.
Zurück!
Up. Why are you not? Oh, because you're being attacked. Alright, you are being attacked, so I can't stop you. Insufficient resources. Ah, we need chromium. Let's talk to the Soviet Union. Political power. I don't want to select you because you're blocked out, and I think army maneuver, division speed 10% is pretty useful. I'm thinking we'll probably want to get ourselves... Tell a lie. Partial mobilization. We can go straight to war economy or total mobilization. That buff will be so helpful. This is a good reason, by the way, to go for that early coup. Because now we get to go kick Hitler out. We also get to use our industry. It's time to go for total mobilization. But we've got 2.3% of 2.5% available. Minus 3% would kill us. So we're going to do war economy. Just to get all the stuff. Air wings with no missions or... There we go. Happy? You should be okay now. Ah, right. You're standing by. You're just naval one. That's not really helpful for land. Okay, they're holding now. So what we're going to do is we're going to reel that back to balanced. We're going to want to try and take advantage of this. You push in there. You're still reorganizing. Trying to get our units to the front line as fast as we can. Okay. This is what we need. Got 5 units there. Ooh, hello. You go to here. You hold them down. We'll try and get this. And yoink.
Suchen Deckung.
Okay.
Alright.
I want you to go in here because that will close this front down. Are you still training? We could just deploy you immediately. Like, I know you aren't ready, but I think we have to. Right, let's kick them out. They aren't ready. They're gonna take negatives for it, but I think we need them. So, mobile units I want with you. And then infantry units I want up here. Sorry if you're not trained and you're gonna suffer. Still trying to push this one. Right. You support that. You support that. Yeah, they're counterattacking here. That's fine. So we won't be able to get this, but we might be able to push in here, which equally does the job. If we can cut off a good chunk of their forces and, like, trap them around Munich, that'll help. Come on. Go 1 faster speed? Yeah, let's go to 4. No, actually, no, 3. I can't do a 4. Right. You're doing okay. You're doing okay, you're doing okay. That's fine. I don't know why you left that unit. You could have won that. 87. Oh, hello. That's a lot of planes suddenly popped up. 90. Over here, 92. 596, 97, 98. Yes! Bam, kick them back. Right.
Achtung!
You make your way to Nuremberg.
Ausrücken!
You attack them, because we might even be able to push them back.
Angetreten!
They're going to be reinforced there, won't get through. I need one unit of infantry to hold you there before you can reinforce. Right. Nazi expulsion takes heavy toll on Franken. This is some of the events you can get while the Civil War is underway. We finally managed to secure control over Franken, but the fighting has been severe. The Nazis? I just keep calling them names, I don't even mean to, it just comes naturally. The Nazis grow ever more fanatical and desperate as we advance, often fighting until the surrounding area lies in ruins. There have been reports of scorched earth tactics in accordance with Hitler's Befehl? Hitler's rules, orders, whatever. We can undoubtedly expect further destruction in scale until we end this war. A small price to... Right, so we take damage to civilian factories, military factories, and infrastructure in the area. It's actually a fairly tough fight. Mepho bill. How much do you cost? 30 political power if we let it lapse. I might just let the Mepho bill lapse. How much is it costing me right now? Yeah, minus 0.25. I'm going to let the bill lapse. Jägernaut program is close air support. You get buffs to close air support production. Land appropriation, we get a building slot in exchange for war support and stability, and it's not really worth it. I want to try and save up more power.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Right, you support that.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
You support that. Try and push in here. In fact, we'll modify that. So that it's not terrible. God damn it. There we go.
Ihre Befehle!
Attack the tank. Oh, you're terrible at attacking the tank. Because hard.
Befehle!
Yeah, we've got nothing that can get through that armor.
Angetreten!
Attack you. That we can do.
Zuhören!
Right. Yeah, you need to not attack that unit. You're not really going to succeed there. Really hope we can get like, a little bit of encirclement on early, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen. Maybe... I hope we can maybe make a sprint this way at some point.
Befehle!
36. Green. It's going up. Right. How much do we have? We have enough. Okay, let's do this. So, we want to talk to you, Owen Rommel. It's unlocked a new trait. Have you? Pretty sure you've got the trait. Yeah, there's no new trait for you. I think you're lying to me.
Achtung!
And you do have a new trait, right? Guerrilla fighter, scavenger. I think we need guerrilla fighter so you can hold your ground. Gives extra entrenchment speed.
Auf geht's!
Is there like literally nothing you can get? I thought you could get something. Okay. So, what we can do here
Befehle!
is we can order forced attack, which gives us offense, breakthrough, organization damage taken is reduced, but strength damage taken is increased, war support reduction on damage increased, and counter retreat while attacking. It's worth it, but it does mean we'll take more damage because we're forcing our attack, we're pushing, we're using brute force and numbers. But hopefully it should give us the buff we need to be able to push through here. Now it only applies to this one army. It doesn't apply to the other one. I gave it to the wrong army, didn't I? I did. I meant to give it to you. Whoops. God damn it. I've given them a buff. That's nice. They don't need a buff. They're meant to be holding. They're my anvil. This is my hammer. I need my hammer to be buffed. I don't think we've actually had the points anyway, apparently. Yeah, that costs a lot, this one. Can we spawn the next wave? No, got no equipment. Okay. Well, it's all green around here. That's not great.
Vorwärts, Männer!
Send a unit to support there. There we go. Right. You're gonna fall soon. You're gonna fall soon.
Angetreten!
Take the tank through. Oh, they're trying to attack us, really? Odd choice. Come on! Just encircled here. Come on. The longer this war goes on, of course, the more the world is doing stuff, which isn't great for us. Right, yes, attack up here. They're damaged already. Just keep that pressure going.
Angetreten! Zuhören! Ausrücken!
I think this is our encirclement. I think we got this. Got to hold the encirclement as well, but I think we got this.
Bereit zum Ausrücken!
Ah, you moved in! No! God damn it, they moved into our location. That's fine. We're still doing okay. Just bring the pressure onto them.
Bereit!
Yeah, you can't use that push yet. Oh, they've made some ground on us. That's not great.
Bereit zum Ausrücken! Ihre Befehle?
We'll be able to push that back. Right. Ah, no, you're trying to move reinforcements in. I'm going to pin the reinforcement down and prevent that. It won't last forever, though. Can I get this? Ah, no, still not enough command power.
Bereit!
Okay, come on. There's lots of 50s going on here. It's not good enough.
Los, ausrücken!
I feel we aren't making much headway.
Bereit!
Oh, hello.
Befehle!
Did you just leave that empty? I'll grab it then. Army innovations, sweet. True to the USSR. I believe that gives us, right, reduce ahead of time penalty, or give research bonus, if not ahead of time, valid for the next one research of tank, light, or medium, I think. Okay, hopefully they'll say yes. USSR doesn't have to say yes, but they get a bonus if they do. And red now. They are in mountains and they have 8 units here. Like, for all fairness, they are putting a lot of units here to defend this. And one of the changes that they added in the latest patch is that AI is much more aware of when it's going to be surrounded. Which is fair. It will do all it can. I think it's got basically like a, I'm about to be surrounded, do everything I can to stop this. Like, it will throw everything it can at the wall to stop that.
Befehle?
What I'm going to do is make you attack here.
Ausrücken!
Move in here. Because I don't need you use these units, like, I don't want to engage them because they'll just move out here. I want to leave them in the circle and then crush the circle around them. All of our units around here are attacking this and they're just defending. This is so awkward. We did get machine guns though, and basic machine tools, so hopefully that'll help. What can we get? You're still ahead of time. I think we're probably going to want to get field hospital. And buff to artillery. And we have army experience now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start messing around massively with the army. Now, this bit here is just me making it pretty because I don't like the box. Because what I want is a combat width of 20. So instead, I'm going to add artillery, 2, take away that 20. There we go. Got 2 units of artillery in there. Maybe even add a recon company. Save that. We don't need so much motorized. It's got combat width of 18. You want 20 again, because I believe its combat width is something like 120 for a battle, so multiple units of 20 fit in perfectly. I can't afford to have that much motorized, so I'm going to go for combat width of 10. It means we use less motorized. And cavalry, I can't bother to change cavalry, really. Because it's not meant to be a military fighter unit, it's meant to just be a, I'm going to move fast and cheap. Not as fast as motorized, but it also doesn't require trucks, which is helpful. Yeah, they're attacking us to try and stop us doing this. They know what's up.
Befehle?
We are winning.
Ausrücken!
Almost got that encirclement. Getting close. 10 units? 1, 5, 1, 1, 1, 1. That'll be a good catch. If we can get the encirclement and actually crush them. Come on.
Zuhören!
Right, let's give you forced attack. There we go. That is an encirclement right there. Done. Now we need to rest up and get our organization back, which isn't great considering I just activated the forced attack.
Achtung!
No, don't do that.
Ausrücken!
Yes, yes. Oh, that's why. Okay, they've pushed forwards and broken out. And they might have overextended there. I think they're desperately trying to move around and flip this corner.
Befehle?
Which is fine. I think they've overextended.
Suchen Deckung. Ziel anvisieren. Zuhören!
There's a possibility we might even be able to encircle them. Another heavy toll. Ooh, that's 1.2 levels. That's quite powerful. Yep, they are now surrounded. You want to assign 8 and 9 divisions here? That's a bit much. I'm gonna take half of you. You back here. And then I'm gonna
Los, ausrücken!
take 2 of you and then flip you so you're in this unit as well. Because we need to hold this. We're actually about to lose this.
Angetreten!
Cannot afford for that to break. This is very important to us. They're starting to starve supplies slightly, and if we can get them to starve supplies, then we've already won.
Achtung!
No!
Angetreten!
I don't think we can stop them. There they go.
Bereit!
However,
Ziel anvisieren.
we can try and get Leipzig. And then cut them off that way. It's not a nice encirclement, but it might do. We need to get units up there, though. If we can just finish this off, that'll free a load of units up.
Befehle?
So close. What we'll do is we'll move you around here. and then maybe encircle that. But for now, I think we're going to call it this episode. If you enjoyed, like, and not subscribed, please consider subscribing, especially since it is a new series with the Waking the Tiger DLC Hearts of Iron. I haven't played Hearts of Iron in ages. It is really good to get the feedback. Just make sure you still like Hearts of Iron, because I do. But for now, I've been EnterElysium. Like, subscribe, comment down below, because YouTube says so these days. But until next time, stay shiny.